It was an average morning at school during October. It was time for first block, which was, for me at least, being a guidance aide helping out in the office. I was getting really bored of this. I think everyone was getting bored of the school year already. It was our senior year, so things were pretty old at that point, you know? We'd been in school for 4 years, or high school at least, so, boring was the usual. Anyway, I was in my car, and was about to head into school, when I got a text from Chad in the group chat saying, "Wanna come join me, bros, in the gym?" I texted back saying that I couldn't, that I had other classes, as did everybody else. "Well, Chad texted back. "Sometimes you just gotta ditch the riffraff and come enjoy life a little, you know? Live life on the good side of things, on the gain side of things." I had to admit it, but Chad was right. Doing that guidance shit every single day, it was nice, I got to read my book, and I had all this energy in the morning, though, with my energy drinks that I needed to use. I needed to run around a bit, so I agreed with Chad. I managed to convince Colin into doing it as well, as he didn't really have much going on first block as well. Steve and Frank had no schedules, so they too came. The bell rang at 7:30, and first block began. Chad's gym class happened to be team sports, which it was with Coach Bronley. We all gathered in the gym and sat on the floor whilst Coach took attendance. Okay, here now. Okay, boys, time for some team sports. We're doing volleyball today. Actually, I'll take that back. Mat ball. Oh, fuck. Mat ball's the worst of them all. Volleyball and basketball I can deal with. But mat ball? The fuck even is that? This isn't middle school. That's what we thought to ourselves, but it was whatever. Chad didn't seem to mind, nor did Steve or Frank. It was really only Colin and I, but yeah, it was whatever. We lived with it. It wasn't that bad. Coach Bronley was really weird because he didn't just seem to take note of the fact that Colin, Frank, Steve, and I weren't even in his class. Bro, straight up did not even care. He got out the mats and laid them down in the gym. It's time to get going. "Let me get on my gym playlist for you, bros. Today, for fitness and for the strength training will be joining us too, I think," said Chad. Chad was right. The gym was soon swarmed with people from all grades. "Oh yeah, time to play some mat ball," a rowdy group of kids yelled. Coach Bronley started playing his gym playlist, which consisted of some weird, funky gym music. It was really bad, but anyway, we got playing. "Man, just your watch. Back in my day, I was called the Mad Ball Ninja. That's what they call me, at least." "Steve. I don't know if you're really that good compared to me," said Frank. "Shut your pussy ass up, best man. You learn everybody knows that you can't play for shit, fat ass." "Chill, bros. We're just here for some friendly competition, that's all," said Chad. Chad was right. We were just here to play. And yeah, the game began. Our team was defense for the first part. Our goal was to prevent the ball from coming into our area, as one person had to catch it, and if it touched the ground, the other team scored a point. Coach was keeping track. Let's just say we were... no. We were actually the ones dominating this game. The other team was doing terrible. We switched around a bit. They'd be on defense, we'd be on offense, and the like. It was like 20-20, or 20-7, my bad. But what we did next really made the game go buck wild. Steve pulled out a fake gun. Oh no, I thought to myself as we were associated with him. "Man, fam, get this game going on," he said. He threw in some airsoft bullets and opened fire. The ball popped. Bam, bam, bam! Steve fired off. People started screaming as obviously they thought it was real. "The cops are on their way," Coach shouted. However, very quickly, people realized it was only an airsoft gun and calmed down. Coach Bronley didn't even seem to care, and so we continued playing. Though the cops, did arrive, and Coach just told them that it was a false alarm and that we were all good. He even allowed Steve to keep his gun out.
"Let's get it, G!"
exclaimed Steve excitedly. We continued playing mat ball, Steve sabotaging the other team with his airsoft gun.
"I'm gunning these bitches down now,"
said Steve.
"That's the way to go, Bert,"
said Chad. Now it was like 30-10. I guess we were cheating now, but we were dominating them point blank. Literally. However, the other team pulled out another secret weapon that I didn't even know that they think that they had. We were on defense again, and they were on offense. However, we then saw someone emerge from the gym floor. This was their secret weapon. They peeled up the wooden boards of the gymnasium and stood up. It was no one other than Herb and Ernie himself.
"Remember me, boys? I'm back from the grave."
What? Oh, no, Herb, what the fuck are you doing here? I said.
"Don't worry, Nick. I'm the head of the school. Everybody loves me,"
exclaimed Herbert. Oh, okay. No. You need to leave. You were expelled, remember? How many times did the cops have to arrest you to take you away from here? I said.
"Boys, you boys need me,"
he exclaimed. Herbert then did the unimaginable. He put his thumb in his mouth and blew himself up to the size of a balloon. Like a hot air balloon, that is. Not some regular ass birthday balloon. He took about half the gym. Everybody screamed as they backed away from him in pure fright. I don't blame them. Except, he didn't scream normally. Due to his massive size, his scream was amplified times 10. We legitimately thought that our eardrums would burst that day. Everyone ran out of the gym screaming. "Mat ball canceled, boys! Mat ball canceled!" the coach announced. The gymnasium was closed and everyone was forced to wait inside of the cafeteria until second block. Herbert was unable to move due to his massive size. Even the cops couldn't get to him. We were all pretty traumatized and disappointed from what had just happened. I kind of wish I just declined Chad's offering to go to the gym with him and just went to the guidance office instead like normal. And so none of us really said much. Anyway, next it was time for second block. My second block was math with Miss Hoggart. "Yep, okay, students, you know the rules here. You must complete 100 homework questions every day for maximum learning," she said in her teacher voice. Oh, it's my least favorite class, I thought to myself. And that was true. Miss Hoggart was an old stickler. Everyone knew it, and everyone hated it. However, in this case, a certain someone would ironically save me from doing math with her after all. Saved me from Miss Hoggart's wrath, and there was no one other than Herb and Ernie himself. This time, though, he came in through the door, back to his regular size at least, which is still extremely inflated and chubby. However, he looked equally as crazy. He now had slinkies attached to his thighs that fell to the ground with a thud. He had a lollipop sticking out of his mouth, and his nostrils were covered in ketchup. His hair was also crazy. It was an afro that stuck 10 feet into the sky.
"Sorry, boys. I'm sorry for what happened back in the gym. I was only trying to make the game better."
"Oh, you made it crazy, all right," I said. "But I'm not allowing you to do anything crazier. I'm calling the cops right now." Herbert then marched up towards me and licked me in the face. "Herbert, what the fuck, bro?" I said. I punched him, but my hand backfired off of his chubby blubber and went right back into my chest, giving me a bruise.
"Hey, you okay?"
exclaimed Herbert. Well, suddenly the cops arrived. Herbert was taken away. That then concludes, and gym class failed.